Are you ready for some exciting news? Brace yourself because there's a possibility of receiving an extra boost of stimulus, which means more money in your pocket. President Biden has already approved billions of dollars in stimulus over the past few years, but recent reports suggest that he's not done yet. It's clear that President Biden is determined to help the United States navigate the current economic challenges and is willing to do whatever it takes, and maybe even a little bit more, to make it happen. Welcome to Updates Area YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. First and foremost, we can expect President Biden to deliver a speech today outlining his comprehensive economic plan, which has been dubbed Bidenomics. If you missed my previous video discussing this plan, I highly recommend watching it to get up to speed. In a nutshell, Bidenomics aims to increase wages for the middle class, eliminate unnecessary fees, expand access to high-speed internet, and bolster manufacturing investments. These are just a few highlights, and President Biden will provide more details in his speech. However, it's important to acknowledge that implementing such long-term strategies may not address the immediate economic challenges faced by many Americans. Manufacturing investments and expanding internet access in rural areas, for example, will take time. Reducing or eliminating fees can help, but the impact may be relatively slow, considering how much individuals typically spend on such fees. According to various sources within the Biden administration, there are potential changes on the horizon, as we may still be on the verge of a recession. A recession could be extremely painful for millions of Americans, but the administration is determined to avoid a slow and arduous economic recovery like the one experienced after the 2008 financial crisis. During that time, a stimulus package of around $700 to $800 billion was not sufficient, leading to a prolonged and painful recovery. To prevent a similar scenario, the Biden administration is prepared to overspend again if the country dips into a recession. This commitment to overspending in times of economic hardship is aimed at swiftly pulling the nation out of a recessionary spiral. While these reports come from anonymous sources within the administration who wish to remain undisclosed, it's understandable given the sensitive nature of the topic. Now you might wonder how this additional relief will be distributed. Will it be a simple distribution of funds to individuals, like handing out $200 to each person? The answer is no. Multiple reports suggest that the outcome of the Supreme Court's decision on student loan forgiveness will play a significant role. If the Supreme Court blocks this measure, President Biden intends to find alternative ways to address student loan debt, as it is a critical issue for many voters, particularly Black voters. Approximately 6 out of 10 Black student loan borrowers have more than $25,000 in student loan debt, making them some of the hardest-hit individuals in recent years. Both political parties recognize the importance of addressing this concern to secure support in the upcoming 2024 presidential election. In addition to student loan debt, the Biden administration is pushing for the expansion of child tax credit payments. Recent polls indicate that families would be 72% more likely to vote for Democrats if these payments were reinstated. While the absence of these payments may not necessarily hinder Republicans in their quest for votes, it highlights the significance of this issue in swaying voter preferences. But wait, there's more. The Biden administration also has plans to address the needs of the elderly, as 2023 has been touted as the year of Social Security reform. Despite the passing months, not much has been done thus far, but insiders believe that Social Security reforms may still come to fruition this year. One potential change could be an adjustment in the cost of living calculation, potentially based on the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, CPIE. This adjustment could provide a small bump in monthly benefits for seniors. However, it raises the question of how to fund these benefits without accelerating the timeline for the insolvency of the Social Security Trust Fund. The administration recognizes the need for additional revenue to support these benefits and is exploring avenues to ensure the wealthy contribute their fair share. President Biden has already shown his approval for additional stimulus and relief measures, including larger tax breaks and cuts. The administration is steadfast in its commitment to preventing a long, drawn-out economic recovery. If a recession does occur, the expectation is that President Biden and his team will do everything within their power to provide swift relief and guide the country back to prosperity in record time.